welcome back to Max with RP. In our earlier videos, we have been working on basic proportionality theorem, its converse, and using their applications to solve problems. We will continue to solve more problems based on BPT and its converse. Now look at this figure. A, B and C are points on OP, OQ and OR such that AB is parallel to PQ. So you are given AB is parallel to PQ and AC is parallel to PR. Okay, so AB is parallel to PQ and AC is parallel to PR. You have to show or rather prove BC is parallel to QR. So we have to prove what? BC is parallel to QR. Proof. So as I told you, in any problem, you have to first identify what is the given data and what is it that you need to prove and how you can connect them both. Which knowledge is going to help us to connect them both. So first you are given in this triangle, AB is parallel to PQ. So consider the triangle OPQ. What do you observe? AB is parallel to PQ. So I can apply BPT. So I can apply the basic proportionality theorem. So by BPT, what do you observe? OB by OQ is equal to OA by AP. Now in this triangle OPR, so let us look at triangle OPR. Now what do you have? AC is parallel to PR. This implies, by using again basic proportionality theorem, for this triangle OA by AP will be equal to OC by CR. So, since AB is parallel to PQ, for this triangle OPQ, I am applying basic proportionality theorem. What will I get? The sides to be proportional. OA by AP equal to OB by BQ. That's what we have written here. OB by BQ, OB by BQ is equal to OA by AP. Okay. Next, AC is parallel to PR. So now look at this triangle OPR. Okay, the sides will be proportional. Which sides? These two sides. So OA by AP will be equal to OC by CR. Okay, now OB by BQ is equal to OA by AP, but OA by AP is equal to OC by CR. So we get from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. Okay, you can see that the left hand, here the right hand side is OA by AP, here the left hand side is OA by AP, which means the other two ratios are equal. So OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. OB by BQ equal to OC by CR means what? By converse of BPT, if two sides are proportional, this side has to be parallel to the third side. BC has to be parallel to QR. So by converse of BPT, what do you get? BC is parallel to QR. So we applied BPT for this triangle, we applied BPT for this triangle, and what results we got? We got these two ratios. We equated them. We got OB by BQ equal to OC by CR. Then we looked at the triangle OQR. In triangle OQR, you have OB by BQ equal to OC by CR. So apply converse of BPT, you get what? BC is parallel to QR. BC is parallel to QR. So you should know how to use the theorem and where to use the theorem. And when you are given a particular problem, first you must identify what is the concept that this problem is based on. Because it is talking about parallel lines and triangles, one of the possibilities is the basic proportionality theorem. Now look at this. You are given PS by SQ. So given PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. Okay. And then what else is given? Angle PST is equal to PQR. So which is given? Angle PST, this is angle 1, actually is given as angle R. Because this is what is marked, is given, I think here he means angle R, that is PRQ. PST is PRQ. Angle 1 equal to angle 2. You have to prove triangle PQR is isosceles. That means two sides are equal. A triangle is called isosceles if two sides are equal. Now, how do you prove this? Now, angle 1 is given to be equal to angle 2. But you are also given that PS by SQ equal to PT by TR. This is given. Now, PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. It is given. If two sides are proportional, then by converse of BPT, ST is parallel to QR. So, by converse of BPT, what do you observe? By converse of BPT, ST is parallel to QR. ST is parallel to QR. Okay, now if this is parallel, corresponding angles are equal. Then what will you get? This means angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Why? Corresponding angles. So, angle 1 equal to angle 2 given, and angle 1 equal to angle 3 because they are corresponding angles, and because ST is parallel to QR, therefore angle 2 equal to angle 3. If angle 2 equal to angle 3, if two angles are equal in a triangle, the sides opposite to them are equal. This implies, okay, what is the side opposite to angle 2? PQ. PQ. What is the side opposite to angle 3? PR. Therefore, triangle PQR is isosceles. So you have to prove the triangle is isosceles. What are you given? PS by SQ equal to PT by TR, and you're also given angle 1 equal to angle 2. Now, how to prove it is isosceles? Okay, first of all, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is given. PS by SQ equal to PT by TR means by converse of BPT, basic proportionality theorem, ST has to be parallel to QR. If ST is parallel to QR, corresponding angles must be equal. So angle 1 should be equal to angle 3. But angle 1 is already equal to angle 2. Therefore, angle 2 is equal to angle 3. So in a triangle, if two angles are equal, the sides opposite to them are equal. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3, which means that PR is equal to PQ. Therefore, triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. Is it clear? Now, look at the next problem. So, what are you given? AD is a median. Look at this figure. AD is a median. Okay, if AD is a median, what does that mean? BD equal to DC. Okay, and E is a midpoint of AD. So so what else you are given? AE is equal to ED, as E is a midpoint. So I am just now collecting what is the data which is given. Okay, and BE is produced to meet AC at F. You have to show that AF is 1/3 of AC. Okay, now I am going to make a construction. I am going to draw DG, okay, parallel to EF. Draw DG parallel to EF. So this is a construction I am making. This is what is given in the problem. This is a construction. Draw DG parallel to EF. Now we have to prove AF is equal to 1/3 of AC. Okay. Now, if now you are given that, now look at this triangle. What is the first thing you are given? D is a midpoint. So consider triangle BFC. Consider triangle BFC. Consider. Now what do you have? DG is, so we are considering triangle BFC. Okay. Now DG is parallel to BF. It is parallel to EF, so it's parallel to BF. DG is parallel to BF. Okay. And we also know D is a midpoint. If this is parallel, these two sides, that is BC and FC, must be divided in the same ratio. Now what is BD by DC? BD by DC should be equal to, if this is parallel to this, and by BPT, okay, BD by DC should be equal to FG by GC. Okay, BD by DG is half. BD is equal to DC. BD is equal to DC because D is a midpoint, so it is 1. Therefore, FG is equal to GC. So we have FG equal to GC. Now we have only used the fact that D is a midpoint, but you can also see that E is a midpoint. So now consider triangle ADG. Consider triangle ADG. Okay. Now, if I look at ADG, what do I observe? E is a midpoint of AD and EF is parallel to DG. DG is parallel to EF. Okay. Therefore, by BPT, what do you get? AE by ED AE by ED is equal to AF by FG. But E is a midpoint. E is a midpoint. Therefore, AE by ED is 1. So, this is also 1. Therefore, AF equal to FG. Now, you have AF equal to FG and FG equal to GC. So, this is also same. Now, therefore, okay, the conclusion. What do you have? This is 1 and this is 2. FG equal to GC equal to GC is 1. Therefore, and AF equal to FG. AF is equal to FG and FG is equal to GC. And AF equal to FG. Therefore, AF is equal to FG equal to GC. Therefore, what can you say about AF? 1/3 of AC. Therefore, AF is 1/3 of AC. So, we got first using which triangle? Triangle BFC. So, we drew a line first of all, DG parallel to EF. Then we looked at which triangle? BFC. BFC. This is parallel to this. Therefore, FG by GC equal to CD by BD. That's what we have written. Right? FG by GC is equal to BD by DC. That is 1. But this is D is a midpoint. Therefore, G will also be a midpoint. FG is equal to GC. Now, if you look at triangle ADG, E is a midpoint and this is parallel to this, which means that F should also be a midpoint of AG. Therefore, AF is equal to FG. AF is FG, FG is GC. Therefore, AC is divided into 3 equal parts, each one being, that meaning AF is equal to FG equal to GC, each one of them being 1/3 of AC. Therefore, what is it that you need to prove? AF is 1/3 of AC. Is it clear? Are you able to follow how we got the proof? Now look at this problem. ABCD is a trapezium. So what is given? ABCD is a trapezium. Okay. And the diagonals intersect at O. You have to prove AO by BO equal to CO by DO. We have to prove AO by BO equal to CO by DO. Now, I am going to make a construction. So, draw E, this I have drawn, it was not there in the given in the problem. Draw EO parallel to AB. So, what is the construction we are doing? We are drawing EO parallel to AB. Okay. So, can I use BPT? So, by BPT, in triangle ADB, okay, what will you get? DO by OB, DO by OB is equal to DE by EA. Okay, now EO is also, see, we have drawn EO parallel to AB. So EO is also parallel to CD. Why CD as AB is parallel to DC? Why? ABCD is a trapezium. Opposite sides are parallel. Okay, now EO is parallel to DC. Therefore, EO is parallel to DC. So I can again apply BPT. By BPT, I am looking at triangle now ADC. In triangle ADC, okay, I am applying BPT in triangle ADC. What will I get? Since EO is parallel to DC, AE by DE is equal to AE by DE is equal to OA by OC. Okay, now look at one. This is DE by EA. So this implies I can rewrite this as DE by EA is the same as DE by AE. I can invert it and write AE by DE is equal to OB by OD. I just inverted the ratios. EA is AE. AE by DE is same as OB by OD. This is what I got in triangle ADC. Okay. So, AE by DE, on one hand, it is OB by OD. On the other hand, it is OA by OC. So, from 1, 2 and 3, we get, what do you get? OB by OD is equal to OA by OC. Which is same as this, which means OA by OB. If I bring which is same as A. I'm going to call this as A. AO, I will call it as OA by OB equal to OC by OD. Implies OA by OC equal to OD by, both are one and the same. Both are equivalent statements, which is what we have proved. Are you able to follow? I have just drawn this line parallel. Then I have applied BPT to two triangles. One down the triangle DAB. EO is parallel to AB. So DE by AE is equal to OD by OB. Then because the opposite sides are parallel because they are dealing with a trapezium, applying BPT to triangle ADC, EO is parallel to DC implies AE by ED equal to OA by OC. I've equated both. Then I've got the desired result. Are you able to follow? So I hope that these sessions are useful, and I hope that you will go through the entire solution and also try to solve or try to prove these small results by yourself. If you know BPT, if you have internalized BPT and its converse, then it is much easier to solve all these problems, and it will give you a great satisfaction if you can solve it by yourself and check whether you are right. So until we meet next time, it's goodbye, and I hope you are benefiting from these sessions, and if you do, please do not hesitate to share it with your friends. Goodbye.